What you can say is, I hear the anger in your voice. I see the anger in your face. I see the pain in your eyes. I'm listening. What's causing that? What's causing that pain? What's causing you to want to leave this job? What can we do? What's causing you to want to quit? What's causing you to give me such a low evaluation? I listen to you. I hear what you're saying. What's causing you to give me this low evaluation? Behavioral change stairway, the influence, making that change. Influence is the power or capacity to cause change, thought in action or action. For example, me, I love implementing music in my research. I have 17 different topics, and they're all psychology, mental health related. I made a speech called Tech Lives Matter, Hands Up, Don't Reboot. Changed it around. Black Lives Matter, Hands Up, Don't Shoot. I changed it around, made it for the tech people, because I gave a speech for culinary arts people. Because of the death of Anthony Bourdain, they asked me to do a speech. So I did the speech, and I reworded it for people in the technology community, making an influence. Use of I message to confront. I feel when you yell at me that, or when you say this, I feel, put you in it, the listener. When they're coming at you or they're angry at you, let them know how you feel, but let them know what's making you feel that way. I feel this when you say this. When you said that, it made me feel. Delivery, good tone of voice, like I do, except for the heavy breathing. Choice of words, man of words. Effective pauses. Empathy. Remember, empathy is not pity. It's just understanding someone, understanding where they came from, understanding what they're saying. Or when called for confrontation, there should not be a non-threatening or judging. Never judge. And I know it's hard to say never, but you shouldn't judge when it's in a conversation. That goes in dealing with a crisis situation, because we've all been in crisis. We've all had family members or friends in crisis, work, force, or your personal life. You can use these things. They're perishable skills, because if you don't use them, they're gone. And basically, you'll just be talking textbook. You'll be reading you'll be like, okay, let me find this page where it says right here I should do this. Yeah, dear, you should not yell at me because you make me feel not wanted. You shouldn't say things. I mean, it should come natural. It should flow, okay? Now, go back to this. I'm going to tell you something. I didn't use this once in my life. I'm the master of this. I mean, people say I have the gift of gab. I have the gift of gab, and I'm the master of this. And I didn't use this. I suffered from had a bout of depression. I had a case that just went with me and wouldn't go away, and it affected me. It affected my life. It affected my home life. I stayed night after night in my man cave in my basement, day after day, night after night. We wouldn't go anywhere. Individual ended up committing suicide, but I refused to believe that he committed suicide. I even tried to tell the family, don't have the funeral, because that body's not him. We can't identify him. It's not him. He's still around, because I didn't want to believe this dude died. I didn't want to believe this cat died. And it consumed me. And I changed. I didn't go out. I didn't associate with my friends. Didn't associate with my loved ones. Didn't associate with my family members. Then the one person by my side, my ride or die, the woman that I loved more than anything in this world, would have gave my life for, finally, she started to change. My workout room is right here in my basement. My den and my library, my office, my research office is right here. The doors are next to each other. She would come home and not stick her head in the door, say hi. She just work out, go back upstairs. She'd go to her friend's house, wouldn't tell me goodbye, wouldn't say goodbye, wouldn't kiss me goodbye at work. I mean, it was time to go for work. She wouldn't kiss me goodbye. When I knew, I'm still a profiler, remind you. When I knew that it was over, was I went into her office in her library to get a research book of mine that I had to get. And I saw on her desk, our picture was gone off the table. And so I called my twin brother. He's an FBI agent in Wichita, Kansas. There's 17 of us in law enforcement in my family. My mother calls us the black version of Blue Buds. I called him and I said, well, we're twins. His name is Tracy. There's 7 sets of twins in my family. I said, hey, Tracy, man, she's leaving me. He said, are you sure? I said, yeah, she's leaving me. And you know what? She got tired of it. I didn't use those active listening skills. She was talking to me. She wanted me to go out. She was trying for me to get out and do things and go be with people and enjoy life and have fun. You know, she just got a big raise. I'm working on my PhD. I'm working on a book. I just got a new research out, a study out. I mean, life should be great. But I'm just stuck in the basement, just content. And I didn't notice those factors. Ladies and gentlemen, I lost the best thing I ever had, and I'll never get it back. And I'm sure I'll never be in love again, probably because I don't want to be in love again. But with that said, if you ask me for this, I will give it to you. But you have to promise. You got to use it. Use it in work. Use it in your personal life. Use it wherever you go. I'll give you my card. You can call me anytime. You can email me. I mean, we can shoot the breeze. We can mess around. You know, we can talk about how to profile social media accounts. I mean, I don't care. As long as you use this. Because you came here, somebody sent you here, somebody paid for you here for a reason. Let's take it seriously. Like I said, it's yours. It's there. Just use it. Don't be like me. Okay? We got time for questioning. No, stand up, everybody, stand up. I done came a long way. Y'all better give this brother a standing ovation. Come on, everybody,
That's better.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Stacey. Yeah, I should have known that last bit's gonna happen for sure. Yeah, a couple of interesting questions have popped up. I actually want to tackle that second one first. Okay. What are 2 takeaways that can be implemented today in a hostile workplace?
There we go. Now you know what? You know what? That's the key word. Somebody told I was in the government. I was a government agent for 5 years with the Department of Homeland Security. One thing I knew about the government, one word that would get bosses standing up and get their attention is hostile working environment. Well, 2 words. That word is key. But it all depends on is it the supervisor or is it an employee? It all depends. As a supervisor, hey, man, woman of words, you better use them as a supervisor. As an employee, when you're documenting things, hey, such and such happened, it made me feel this way. Don't just say what they said or did. Let them know how it made you feel.
What about other cultural differences that have an effect on active listening?
No, it doesn't. Because it all depends on if it's a slang, it doesn't have a difference. Because if the culture, it doesn't, and I'll explain why. Because if you're the listener or the negotiator, then you should be coming in prepared. You should already know what to expect. The other individual, if the other individual is the speaker, then they don't have anything to worry about because it's their world. If it's a matter of cultural difference, it's their world. It's the speaker's world. The listener, you're the one that's going to have to adjust. So speakers, no, you don't have to adjust anything because it's your world at this time and at this moment. Just like with a negotiation. Like I would never say, I know how you're going or I know what you're going through. Just like I did. That's that person's world. How dare me say, I know what you're going through.
Yeah, that's a really powerful one. I think that the next one's pretty interesting as well. Like, what if you misinterpret an emotion you've tagged and cause offense to that person because of that?
It happened. Yeah, like I said, it happened. Like I did. I know what you're going through. You know, that was a bad move. That was a bad, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. What happened on that one? In the hostage negotiation setting, you know, we got a van like there is on TV, and I'm sitting here. I'm the lead, and then my partner is right there, and then you got people doing research, background, searching social media, just trying to get a profile on the person. Then you got somebody that's working with the SWAT team because the SWAT team is going to have to get a blueprint of the house to see if the person, if it's a hostage situation, a crisis situation. And I'm talking real fast because this thing moves fast like NFL football. And the next thing you know, what happens is we switch. Because that person doesn't want to talk. If that person doesn't want to talk to me, no. I don't want to talk to you. No, he's full of BS. I don't want to talk to him anymore. He's full of BS. You get the other person involved. But that's a hostage situation. On this one, only thing you can do is apologize. If it's real life workforce or a home setting, and it's not a major crisis, oh yeah, just man up or woman up and apologize. Say my bad.
Yeah. Cool. Maybe the next one is a kind of a summary of what you went through. So what are the easiest and most efficient ways to practice active listening? So like, nutshell takeaway.
Buy my book. No, actually, I don't have a book, first of all. Read those PowerPoints. Read that PowerPoint. The PowerPoint is self-explanatory. Actually, the PowerPoint that I will be giving you is about an hour long. It's longer than this. I had to condense it because this lecture is usually 2 hours long because we do role-playing in it. So.
Yeah, and we can have a clean slate. So, if there's anything you want to address more about, how does active listening help you persuade others? Yeah,
it does. Besides karaoke and me singing Me and Mrs. Jones, that persuades people. It does. Because it makes you the listener. And when I say listener like this, I'm saying it with affection, sincerity, and truth. Because it makes you listen. It makes the speaker know that you're listening. Active listening works because people know that you're listening when you're going, Like you guys are just looking at me, and I'm like, y'all looking at me. Nobody's on their cell phones. Nobody listening. If it's one of my classrooms, I have everybody drop their cell phones at the entrance of the door. But you guys everybody except for that dude right there is like, see, you knew it. Yeah, see. But hey, you guys have been great.
Stacey, so have you.
Thank you, bro.
So much.
Thank you
so much.
All right.
As a token of our appreciation, with a background in law enforcement, hope you'll appreciate a mug.
Okay, a mug. Yeah, and it's got my face. Hey, is that supposed to be me? Oh my God.